Welcome out to another one of our post-game interviews as Giselle Heck taking some time to talk with us, sophomore transfer out of Dodge City. And Giselle picking up a nice goal to help out the Golden Eagles in a win here today. But overall for the women's team, how important was it to get this 3-0 win?
Yeah, it was very important. The girls, we started off strong. We had a little bit of a setback last week, but I hope this just starts the train going and we're unstoppable from here.
Talk a little bit about just the offense getting off to a quicker start, because that has been one of the slower pieces for you guys, is getting those early goals. A 12th-minute goal and a 28th-minute goal, I think, in this one. Did that get the energy flowing a bit more on the bench?
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely one of our weakest points, was our first 5 minutes of each game. And today we really emphasized just going out hard. And we have a saying, hard 5. 5 minutes of just pure effort and working for each other. I think that's really what helped us get the win today.
Well, and then keeping that intensity up in a game like this, because sometimes when the other team kind of loses that fight and drive, and you felt Gillette kind of losing that kind of energy about halfway through that second half, how do you guys keep the energy going?
Yeah, honestly, just like working for each other. Coach Lugo mentioned before the game that everything we do isn't for ourselves, it's for our team. Like, this is our family, these are the people we love, the people we spend all day with. So just fighting for each other and, having heart.
Talk a little bit about Celeste's goal. We'll talk about your goal in a second, but 45 yards out, top of the shelf, that was the thing of beauty.
Well, CC is amazing, but just to put a little bit of context, we weren't too surprised. Like, CC can hit that, and she does hit that in training all the time. She has amazing strength, and those big balls are all her.
I was joking with the T who was doing color for me, and I was saying she might have the best leg out of the guys or the girls teams, and that's not a slight on the guys. That's just an attribute to her. Take us to your goal, because you had a chance at a hat trick. Let's be honest here, and T was giving you grief that you should have had the hat trick, to be honest. But walk us through the goal that you did get through, and what went right.
Yeah, so my first entry into the game, after I got taken out, I got spoken to about everything was going right. I just need to make my runs across the back of the line more. I feel like that was perfect. That was exactly what I was asked to do. And of course it resulted in a goal, as coaches always know best. And I'm pretty disappointed that I didn't get the hat trick, but I'm just more happy that the girls had a win and got around each other for that.
Team results over individual is always good. We'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow against Casper, but G, congrats on a great game.
Thank you. See you, Caleb.
Welcome back out. It's another one of our post-game interviews. Caleb Burgraff here with Lugo Arenas is definitely the popular coach right now, coming off of a 3-0 win. Lugo, congrats first of all. What did you feel about your team's play?
What was nice is that all week we've kind of had some sort of game plan going into this weekend, and I think this was finally a good test for us just to really implement that. And I think they adapted really well. Like, I know we talked about, like, after getting that 2-0 lead, we got a little complacent and then getting in areas where we just felt a little lackadaisical. But second half, after that boost and that jump, we had more scoring opportunities than what I anticipated, because Gillette, they're obviously a tougher squad this year, and I think for us just to work on what we wanted to do this week, to me, maybe a super happy coach.
The opportunities were definitely coming hot and heavy, and a lot of them early on in this one as well. Talk a little bit about just Aubrey getting that first goal, because that might be the quickest goal you guys have scored all year, just getting it in the 12th minute. Is that something you hope sparks more of that type of contribution?
Yeah, and I think that, again, just a mentality shift. That was only the second game that we've been the first team to score in the game. And I told them from the get-go, like, that's what we need. It can't be, hey, we give up one or we give up 2 or 3 opportunities and then we can start to play. Like, if we get that first chance, that'll make a huge difference. And so for her, I kid you not, that's what we worked on in our session yesterday, is just services coming in from outside the box, and to get contact on that, it looked absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited to watch it on film, but she felt really good about it, as did we.
Well, and really, you talk about good contact. Celeste, I've seen the potential of her putting those in, but a 45, 50-yard shot, that was a thing of beauty into the top shelf.
Yeah, I think initially, in my mind, I don't think she meant to shoot it. I think she actually was hoping just to get a runner going in, but caught the keeper off guard, just flat-footed, and once it finally looked like, oh, shoot, now I have to make a save, by then it was just too late. So I'm glad that she continues to take those opportunities, because you're not wrong. Like, we've seen that in season as it goes along, where her services are super effective, and then she has those opportunities where she's able to keep some on frame, and obviously it turned into something. So I think she's done really well in adapting. I know from the international style play, like it's a little different from where she's from to where it comes here, but she's doing really well as a leader and just bringing in her experience. So I'm glad that she had that opportunity, because she needed that just to boost up confidence going into it.
Well, and I heard you talking to the team after this, and we'll wrap it up with this one, but how important is it that you guys finished that final 45 minutes with an intensity that kept Gillette from getting really many shots? I think they maybe had 1 or 2 shots in the entire second half, not even on goal, but just overall through the half. Is that big going into Casper tomorrow to make sure you had that kind of energy at the end of the game that you started it with?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we knew this was going to be a really good test, and for them it gave us a good idea of like, okay, we are capable of doing this and capable of playing with teams in the region, because I think after just a tough loss last week against Western Wyoming, and we knew heading into this weekend, like Gillette was 2-0 heading into region play, and Casper was 2-0, and after their draw to Western Nebraska today, like I think it should give us some life, and hopefully again just ride the momentum heading into another home match that's just as big as today was.
Coach, congratulations on a big win. We'll look forward to seeing what you can do against Casper.
Awesome, thank you.